Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? 1 2 1 2 1 3 1 2 3 4. I don't know what that is. Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Oh,
1 2
no!
1 2 1 2.
Oh, there is a lag.
Oh, uh-oh. That's not good.
Oh.
How should we How should we resolve that issue?
Oh, that's just a thing on my issue. That just means I get to mute the stream down itself and just focus on the Skype call.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to... Sankiri, go to bed.
Speaking of, my Skype bubble is in your desktop, dear.
Oh, looky look. Hi, dear. Whee! And maybe I can now delete my thingy.
Who's Sand Kitty again? Who's Sand Kitty again?
My brother.
Isn't that your sister? Oh,
Yeah.
your brother! Oh, you mean the gay one that had the really weird sheets?
Yes.
Oh, hey, hon, how you doing?
Sandra, go to bed. Why is Discord not working for me? Aye. Should we try again or should I just give up? Because oh, wait.
Things Kate says 2018. Oh my god, that reminds me. Hey, Rosa. You know, Josh, the guy that helped me find that story, the one that I thought was Lost in the Ages. The reason that even came up is he said that he was looking through his old text messages I sent him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I said something really funny a couple of months back. So I was talking about how I would never get up the crack of dawn for any reason whatsoever. And I was like, there is no world I am getting up unless I'm going to an airport parking lot. And then I just kind of go dot, 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 airport. I forgot that a word for airport called it a plane parking lot. Sand Kitty sounds offended. Is he not your brother? He's your brother, right? The one that like used to teach and whatnot, and like he has a really weird his sheets are literally covered in men. He looked at he's like in the bedding section. He's like, how can I make this even more gay? I got it. Beautiful men everywhere.
I think you're confusing Santeri and Sandra.
How you figure?
Sand Kitty, who is in the chat, is my sister.
You definitely said brother.
Yes.
I'm not imagining that.
Yes, but when you asked who was blah blah blah, you said who is Santeri. And Santeri is my brother. Sandra is my sister. The silence is Stephanie.
Wait, Sandry. Then where's Sandry at? There's a username in there called Sandry. I didn't notice. You're confusing me. Oh, my voice. Ow.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, the one not hearing things right now, huh?
Okay. I was so sure you said Sandry, but apparently you said Sand Kitty. And yeah. Sand Kitty. Sand Kitty is my sister Sandra, and she is in the chat.
Oh. And yeah, see, over here tripping me up, making me feel like I don't know your family.
But the thing is, Santeri, what sounds like Sand Kitty, is my brother, so I was confused.
Okay, but on the upside, doesn't she live with your brother? Imagine the fun story he's gonna hear about after this.
She might. go to him tomorrow because SAS, the airplane company that she and my dad will be flying with tomorrow, they are on strike. So they might go to Stockholm and say hi to Sander and Jorge. So, yay! Oh, yeah.
She's gonna be like, hey, bro, you're not gonna believe what Kate and Rosa did the other day. Oh, you're gonna love this.
Nah, it's fine. He hears so much random shit from me anyway. So, oh, anyway. Hi, chat! Hi, the 13 people who are watching! Completely forgot. Oh, yeah, I should do something.
Tara Lee!
Oh, shush.
Tara Lee!
That's not happening. I already have plans.
Damn it! I gotta kill the dreams.
You know you want it early, but no. I have plans.
Mm.
Do. Hick. Hello, everybody. Yes, I know there's live chat, and I keep forgetting. No.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'll be reading the comments and chat docs in order to relay your questions and other interests to Rosa here while she's drawing.
Yay!
Or doing whatever it is she's already got planned. Apparently my idea was stupid.
No, it's not stupid. I just already have plans. And Bobby's here too. Perfect. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm in Sweden.
I took a nap on the couch.
I want a nap. I want a beautiful, wonderful, wondrous nap. Let's hide the thingy. How's your throat, by the way? You still sick? You still have the... Not sick. You still have the allergies?
Well, my allergies have died down a bit. And I can talk again. But my throat's still a little sore.
No.
And I'm still hacking up stuff.
No.
I'm not the one with a gash in my leg as I sat in the parkour over a cardboard box.
I was not the only one. Carol and Sarah tried to do the same thing, and both failed. Not as miserable.
You're the one that mutilated your leg with cardboard. Cardboard.
Okay, that I promise that made sense. Da 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 da. I have plans. I have plans. I have good and pretty plans. Do 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 do. Oh my god. Oh yeah, my leg is all fucked up because I tried to jump over a box. And I failed. Miserably. It was not fun. Miserable failure. Da 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 da. I'm love. Okay, no, I will not be humming the McDonald's tune this stream. Oh my god.
Red Robin.
Okay, let's see. And what are my plans? My plans are. Ow. I'm just gonna be lazy and do like last time, a random, what is this, coloring page. Whee! And this time around I was planning on doing Jeremiah and Laura Louise. Because I miss my darlings. I miss my bubbles. I miss my darlings. No! Okay.
That's right. I noticed that the ones that really got dramatic, like really dramatic, just kind of stopped and stayed dramatic because we didn't want to deal with it.
What? I was not listening at all. I was just focusing too hardcore on this eye. Oh, what did you say, dear?
I was saying, Jeremiah, that reminded me. I love how all the ones that got dramatic just kind of stopped because we didn't want to deal with it because it was dramatic.
I can't even recall what's happening in Jeremiah's AU right now. It was
Kidnapping.
Oh.
Kidnapping was happening. Kidnapping. Yeah, that thing. That was all your idea.
I miss Richard. I miss him so much.
Yeah, you leave him.
Oh, Richard is such a good guy. Oh, I miss him.
Yeah, you leave him.
Oh. We will come back. We will come back, Richard. We will save you from a horrible fate. And oh my God, no, Lucas is there. Fuck, I don't want to. Oh yeah, family friendly. Duck. I don't want to go back to Lucas. He will hurt everybody. Okay, I hate this. Bye, guys. I'm loving it. I should get a plan for this. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's not unusual. While I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, people might as well ask me questions like, where the heck have I been? Because I don't know.
Wicked Merman asks, are you two always this articulate? Yeah, pretty much. This is pretty much it. What you see is what you get.
I miss mermaids.
You know exactly why I haven't gone back to that one. No. Ain't dealing with that. No. I ain't taking that bullet. I ain't dealing with that trauma. No. That's too much. What did you expect me to do with that? You're just like, okay, Kate, here's this huge wonko problem. Figure it out. No, that's a terrible idea. Stop it. Get some help.
But it's a good problem. It's filled with angst and blood and gore and blood and gore. And
I have no idea how to fix that. Not a clue. Nope.
Oh, but blood and gore and more blood and gore and blood and gore. Yes.
Nope. Actually, I'm a little wary of that one too, because specifically I know how much of the plans could absolutely change if we actually picked that one up as a formal story.
Oh, you think? Yeah, we'll just add more blood and gore.
Well, that, and we know how Charlie operates.
Yeah, Charlie likes fucking with my plans.
Yeah, she does. She'll just look at the script, look at this beautifully well-written script, you say, nah, I got a better idea.
Mm-hmm. And I tend to hurt her afterwards. Just to get even with her. She messes with the wrong person.
Actually, you don't usually hurt her. You usually hurt people around her, which I think is worse.
And that's the way to hurt Charlie. Hurt the ones she loves. Perfect.
I don't know. You know, you can always just give her a fat lip every once in a while.
I like doing that too. So, I wouldn't mind. What does Jeremiah's eyebrows look like? I don't know. Coloring in eyebrows. Coloring in eyebrows. Yeah, his eyebrows are pretty thin. Yeah, wee thin. Not as thin as Celine's though. There we go. Perfect. And
don't forget his eye crease. Celine gets cheekbones, Jeremiah and Byron get eye creases.
Yes, they do. And dark eyes. Let's go to Liquify and fix some things. My process right now is really, really bad. I should not be working like this, but performance anxiety, wee! He has a weak shin. Or not weak per se, it's just round. Oh, better.
Whoa! Infinite Akari. Celine is the queen of eyebrows and cheekbones as well as my heart. But Wicked Merman immediately follows that up with Celine is the hot sibling.
She is.
Oh, no. know. I gotta say, I think the good looks with the Byron. Byron is cute as hell.
Byron! I miss Byron. Why did I kill him? Why do I keep killing the ones I like?
To be fair, to be fair, he was a blank face when that happened.
True, but still, it's still sad.
He didn't get cool and interesting till I came around.
True. He got so much more fleshing out afterwards. Wait, I need to go look at references of Jeremiah because I can't remember what my body looks like. Where are my things? Where are my no.
Ikari, have you watched the crossover series?
Yes, I coughed like a baby. I'm sorry.
But Infinite Ikari, Byron dies? Infinite Ikari, have you watched the crossover series yet?
Byron very dead. He has been dead for a long
Very
time.
dead.
Very dead.
Very dead. Very dead. I think there's only a handful of AUs you actually see him in, one of which is where the one he's the most prevalent in, I believe, is Jeremiah's AU, because that's where he gets a lot of fun. Like, that was a lot of fun. I really like that one a lot.
I hate ears. Dun, 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 dun. I hope everybody had a lovely Easter. Mine was just very calm.
I bought some Easter candy at the store for 75 cents.
That's cheap.
75% off.
I want cheap candy too. I don't have access to cheap candy right now. Choop.
If I could tell you anything, dear, maybe I don't think his eyes should be that far away from his ears.
I'm not done. Ow! Aye! That hurt. The ear is not at the center of the head right now. That's true. Very true. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The base's head is generally huge. What's his name? Is he just Prince?
He doesn't have a name. Actually, no, I think he does have a name. Oh. Not Adam, something else.
No.
I think he does have a name.
Oh my god. I can't recall at all.
Well, anyway, no, I think the way it looks that way is because his, you gotta remember all that voluminous hair.
Reduce volume. Reducing volume. Boo ba doo boo boo. Oh, I haven't even thought about clothes. There's nothing wrong with these clothes. Yeah, I could just keep the clothes because I'm lazy. Whee!
Well, actually, why don't you make it like a baggy, like you can keep the sleeves and make it into a really pretty baggy dress shirt. Those are pretty common.
Or I can remain lazy because lazy. Da, da, da. Or I got ideas. God damn it. No, I don't want ideas. I want to remain lazy. Oh yeah. How short is Laura? Huh.
She's shorter than Charlie.
Yeah. Oh, frick. Wait, I have references. Wow, why is this so... Okay. No, this is the wrong one. This is the one with the Charlie measurements. Wait. And Laura's like here. Okay. That seems like a bother. Okay. How much would I have to edit to make her accurate? Something like no, that seems to like too much work for me tonight. I can't be bothered. Okay, let's pretend that she's standing on something. Laura is standing on a box because magical boxes are amazing.
Oh, guys, see that blue line going across the character sheets, Rosa? Put that back up.
Boop.
See that big blue line? You know how disheartening it is when you're shorter than a 15-year-old?
It's close.
Charlie, everybody. She's close. Shorter than Frank. I think that's hilarious.
Beautiful. Boop. Da, 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 da.
Actually, a big reason I think most of the AUs aren't shared with public lives because majority of the AUs center around Charlie, and thus, I don't know. I just think I don't think people will be all that interested in seeing them since they all revolve around Charlie and this interest or this that or this whatever. You know what I mean?
But Charlie, but we love Charlie. Or am I just? Or is it just me talking? No, but Charlie. Also, I don't really know how to make them public without it being weird or not weird. How to make it all public in a fitting way, if that makes sense. I don't really know how one would go about that.
You know, without just blinding people like, hey, look at this. This thing has nothing to do with anything whatsoever. This is just for fun. Like it, guys?
But on Discord, you guys can go read what Kait has written for one of the AUs. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, I don't think a lot of people will be interested to see the same romance, because I admit that's just a guilty pleasure of mine for the AUs, so I guess that's something that ends up becoming a theme a lot just because it's something I like. So I think it'd be weird for people to just see the same romance story over and over, retold differently, and it's really good. It's just I don't think everybody would be like, oh, the AUs essentially exist because I was like, hey, would they still get together if we did this? I'm not giving them at all any justice. Rosa could talk about these kind of subjects better than me.
What?
You, Rosa, you do the thing.
What?
You talk about those things better than I do.
What do I need to talk about? Help me.
No, I was saying I think a big reason why the AUs aren't in the public eye is because I don't think a lot of people will be interested in, granted, Charlie is a major character, but she's a major character that you don't really see in the first season, so I don't think she really matters. And I don't think, and the AUs are essentially, romances, and I don't think they'd be like, oh, who's the shipping hoe being paired with this go-around? You know what I mean?
But she's such a good shipping hoe. However, if you don't care for Charlie, even though that sounds horrible, if you don't care for Charlie, then yeah, most of the AUs will not be interesting. However, if you do like Charlie as a character, and you want to know more about the universe of To Belong, then the AUs are a perfect way to just learn more lore and learn more about the characters. All the characters. Yes, you get a lot of Charlie because Charlie is important. Oh my god, these eyes are so derpy. But I approve of Charlie. I approve of the corgi wife. Yes. So what? That's my coherent thoughts for tonight.
Let's see. A lot of the AUs are Charlie and Taryn naturally, reimagined in different scenarios, eras, and the like. But then there's a handful of AUs where Charlie actually branches off to romance different characters. One of my favorites being Calvin's, just because Calvin holds a very special place in my heart. But Jeremiah was a recent one too, and seeing her get integrated with him, particularly considering he was like a joking ship, one of the first joke ships we ever made fun, we actually talked about, was actually really interesting because seeing the story retold from the entire other end of the fence is like mind-boggling with how different things could have been. Like, I just get like Byron, just seeing Byron as a character. The entire reason Byron is so fleshed out now and why we know so much about him is specifically because of that AU. Because Charlie, bless her little heart, who does she beeline to first but Byron? And so we actually had to figure out like what he was like, how he would react. And he went from being what we thought he might be to a completely different character who we can make fun of, and he's a little silly, and he's a grouch, and we love him, and he's I'm really sad that you won't be able to see that in the actual TV lore.
Except for probably like
Flashbacks
and such. I have no idea what's happening in the chat because I'm trying so darn hard to concentrate on drawing eyes and I'm failing, so maybe I should just go to the chat and see what's happening because eyes are my enemy right now. And eyebrows, apparently. Why does Snow White have such a huge forehead?
Let's see. Dogo Senpai says, yee, but short is cute. Charlie is a cinnamon bun. Infinite Kari had to leave though. Said they had the jet because the wife had surgery and she needed him. Have fun, and it was cool seeing the art process even for a bit.
Yay!
We miss you, Kari. And oh, that's right, Gem among gems, Finny. I was talking to her a while back, yesterday, and she brought up an AU idea to me.
Uh-oh.
She wants to see Night Howler AU.
Wait, what?
Have you ever seen Zootopia? Remember the Night Howlers? Those plants that if you ate them made you crazy and you attacked people?
Uh-huh.
She wants to see a Zootopia AU. Well, not in Zootopia in the sense of Zootopia, but the idea of prey animals being afraid of predator animals.
Fun. I wonder how that would work in TV lore.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's probably, I'm sure there are probably areas in the world where that is a thing because of different cultures and stuff. Not everywhere is the same. I mean, I'm sure you still have tribe-like cultures in other places and more established cities in some places more rural. I absolutely believe that there's probably some weird Crackernaut Blue James town where they're like, nah, man, if you're a predator, you suck. I'm almost positive that probably exists. I mean, it's a huge world.
But the thing is, it's still cannibalism. And cannibalism in general is frowned upon.
No, I mean, like, no. That's what I mean. What if that's the kicker? What if they believe that predators will inevitably be turned into cannibals? What if that's why prey animals are afraid of predators?
But where would that logic come from? Because it has never been a thing.
Cannibals.
But anybody can be a cannibal.
I know, but it's a stigma thing. They're saying, oh, well, predator animals are more likely to become cannibals because they need meat to survive. It's not an idea that's supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be irrational. It's supposed to be stupid. It's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to invoke fear.
Yeah, but I'm thinking...
it comes from a direct lack of education.
Yeah, but I'm thinking from I'm thinking from the people's perspective. How do they decide what is a predator animal? Because in their world, in their history, there has never been an era where predators and prey have existed together. That there is no such thing for them.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, let's look at it this way. Does the animal have big sharp claws and big sharp teeth? Probably a predator.
Yeah, but that would all. But then that in TB that would mean like a koala would be considered a predator.
I think it'd be a matter of what kind of canines they got, dear.
Yeah.
Do they have like dog jaws? Because a koala bear's mouth is mostly rounded out teeth.
Yeah, but have you seen their claws?
Okay, yeah, but I think using a koala is a little insulting. Those things are alive because they're stupid. Natural selection failed because they are just that stupid.
All the koalas in TB are like, oh, how dare!
Don't how dare mean nothing. They're the ones that refuse to eat they're the ones that refuse to eat if it doesn't come off of a specific eucalyptus tree. They can have eucalyptus leaves, but if it's not from this one stupid tree over in Argentina that they've never been to, they're not going to eat it. Are you kidding? Also, eucalyptus poisons them. That's why their brains are smooth. They're so stupid because they're so stupid.
Oh, bless koalas.
No, stop it. They are furry trash cans.
Oh, the insults just keep coming. Oh, bless.
No, hold up. I'm triggered. I'm gonna find that post about fucking koalas. It's on my Tumblr somewhere. Like, I was angry. You gotta learn today.
But oh no, who's gonna read this thingy for me?
I will read the thingy for you. Let's see what is on here on the thingy. Okay, let's see. Easy.
What was that?
Hey, you shouldn't talk about your baby like that. Bad mama. Shame on you. Let's see. Oh, and Gem among Gems says she likes to crack ships. Wicked Merman, I approve of Charlie. I might even have her and Taryn be my OC's adopted parents. Either of them or a science lean. That is if I write an actual fanfiction and not just his backstory. Bless his little heart. Doggo Senpai. Nothing happened, hides knife.
Taryn will adopt.
Oh, your sister's still in here. Doggo, what did you do? Nothing.
Sandra, go like this.
Gem among gems says sharp cleaves and claws. Let's see. Grim Morris. They're furry trash cans. I can't.
The fashion.
Gem among gems makes a koala OC to hug Kate. Gem among gems. OC is the smartest person on the planet, but still eats poison.
I can't. Oh, I love. Okay. I'm gonna take a small break from drawing and go and check out who's in the chat. Whoop! No! The spinning wheel of death! Go away. And I want to save this thing. No, let me save! If this doesn't save now, then I'm gonna be mad. Oh, thank God. What? Wait, what? Something is happening and I'm afraid. Save. Gonna go to Bub, look at Bub, and go and see who's here. Boop. Hi, everybody.
I'm gonna find this thing about koalas. You think I'm not? I'm gonna find it.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm quickly gonna go and reblog a thing.
Darn it, I can't find it.
Aw, poor you. So sleepy. Oh my God. gosh, so sleepy. Stupid meds make me sleepy. I hate it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Fine.
Oh, okay. That's a good point Wicked Merman brings up. The thing is, what if the AU is where Predator and Prey were a thing at one time in history?
That would mean rewriting all world history, and that sounds like a pain.
Well, at least you're honest. Okay, now where is it? Okay.
Back to doodling. Is there any way to make her even shorter without me having to do much work? Da-da-doo-doo. Ba-doo-ba-doo.
Okay, here's the post.
Oh my god.
Alright, I wrote this post. God, don't get me freaking started. The number of times I've gone off about koalas in zoo search class. A scale of koalas and wombats to how good is your marsupial at being alive. How good is your marsupial at being alive? Hey, you know what else? Koalas are so picky that their diet that they'll only eat the leaves of one type of eucalyptus, and even then only specimens of that tree that they are within a very tight geographic range of where the koala was born. The rescue center in my city, they have to ship branches from all over the state because koalas are physically will not eat anything that's not from their very, very small, very precise home range. They'd rather starve to death than try leaves from like the next suburb over. I have 60 other reasons why koalas spit in the face of natural selection. If you want yelling, I can't be bothered to list them all. Let's see. Okay, hold on. No. I'm reading all of this. Thinking, I can't read. They're so incomprehensibly done. Hey, also, the reason their brains are so small is because, the one single species of tree they eat is incredibly toxic. Their diet consists of one food, and it's a brain-shrinking poison. Oh, you like that? Try this one. The main natural cause of death for koalas is starvation, because their dumbass teeth are crap to be used as a herbivore and chomp eucalyptus all day. You need some real tough grinders in there. And almost every other herbivore in nature has some sort of dental adaptation to make sure they don't run out of tooth by the time they hit middle age. Horses have big, tall teeth. Wombat teeth grow forever. Kangaroos got a little conveyor belt system going on, etc., etc. Everybody's doing something except the freaking koalas. Everybody got tiny, freaking short, normal teeth. And what do they and do an okay job for like maybe 15 years and then wear down and leave them with ridiculous freaking useless old man gums. That do crap all. But that's fine because all koalas do anyway is sit in trees and sleep 22 hours a day, then wake up and scream and eat poison. And they do this all day, every day until they run out of teeth, at which point they just fall out of the tree and die. Idiots can't die any other freaking way because nothing in nature will eat them because their bodies are chock-a-block with literal poison. Freaking useless. Their flesh just sits around and slowly rots because it's too gross tasting and toxic for any wild animal with half a brain cell to think about going near it. Have y'all ever seen koala viscera? Because I have. Let me tell you what, it is rank.
Oh my god.
It's like the inside of a smoker's lung from some goddamn nickel bait, and because the Tmesis and eucalyptus leaves stain their organs like Kavaki black. Oh my god, like some freaking dark Steve Irwin costume. Well, better fit your face off from this one anti-Steve. Because that's a natural defense mechanism meant to warn you that koalas should in no way be alive. And if you touch them, they'll drag you into their stupid evolutionary dead end where they get to sit around all day doing duck all and pumping themselves full of brain-killing poison while we run around making them our... Hold on. No. Go back. Stop. No. Olympic Games mascots are pretending they're cute and honest to God looking for ways to save them from the brink of extinction, which is actually unnecessary because A, they're not really endangered at all. Nature is a freaking miracle, and B, drunk ghost Clint you want to die so hard.
Breathe.
Oh my god, it just keeps going and it gets better. By the way, I never elaborated on koalas sitting trees all day screaming. But here's a fun nugget. Here's a little sound bit of this that sounds like. Oh my god, they use the link for it. Also, it doesn't matter what they're eating brain-killing poison because their brains are already tiny and smooth, rather than folded the way most animal brains are to increase neuron surface area. Also, full of holes. These animals are so freaking dumb. They're basically like vertebrates trying to evolve a scale insect.
Oh my god. The roasting. The roasting is real.
Freaking dumbasses. I love them. So they're a terrestrial equivalent of sunfish.
That's so mean!
God. So give it a cute, chubby sort of body. Angel. Okay, God. And big fluffy ears. Aw, cute. God. And make it eat poison. Angel. Wait, what? Also, make its teeth stupidly small so they starve to death by the time they reach middle age. Angel, but, you know what? Just make its brain tiny and smooth and full of holes. Oh my god, yeah. Here, yeah, you gonna listen to this. Oh.
What now? Silence. Silence in the night. Koalas are apparently stupid as shit.
Yeah, here you go. Here's a link for that screaming koala. Jesus Christ.
They are innocent idiots. Godnatt Sandra. Sov gott. Wait, did you send me a link?
No, I put it in the chat.
Okay. So now half the chat are listening to koalas. Okay, fine. Gesundheit. Oh, I wanna go to Germany. I wanna eat German food.
Good night, Sandra.
Who's not my brother?
Yeah, there you go. There's that screaming koala. Yeah, no. Koalas are stupid. Freaking stupid. Oh my god. No. We call them dodos? We make fun of those poor babies by calling them dodos? No, we should be calling them koalas.
But it doesn't have the same ring to it.
What, honey? They spit in the face of natural selection every day by just existing. I hope it's a freaking. I hope that it's like a stereotype that koalas just have terrible teeth and they're moronic.
I can make that happen.
you're a koala? You're going to have dentures when you're 30. If they can afford fake teeth. Damn, Jim, that's mean. That's rough. Guys over here saying I'm being mean. Damn, I didn't say they were poor. I just said they were stupid.
Should I talk about Jeremiah and Laura Louise? How much do people know about these two? My babus. My darlings. My darling babish. Babush. Babushka. Do people want to know stuff about Jeremiah and Laura? Question to the chat. I might not.
Wicked Merman, if I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark by going out on a limb and saying that Kate isn't a fan of koalas. That's not true. I think they're really cute and sweet. But that doesn't mean that I'm not entirely frustrated by the fact that they spit in the face of natural selection every day. It'd be different if they just did anything that was actually productive of them just staying alive. They don't. Divine memories. Yes, tell us about the babies. Laura's deaf. There's that.
Okay. What do we have? We have Jeremiah. I don't even know where to start. 3 things about Jeremiah. He can't find his way for shit. Like, he will get lost. If you leave him in an IKEA, he will not find the exit. He will not be able to find his way out.
He's lost to the IKEA. That's just where he belongs. He belongs to them now.
Yeah, he will be lost to the world of IKEA furniture forever. But the poor baby needs help to be rescued from IKEA. Oh my god, the poor thing. So no sense of directions whatsoever. Number 2, he is a vegetarian. He will eat fish if he needs to survive, but he hates it. He hates how it tastes, and he will just make yucky faces all along. But he will eat fish, but he hates it. But insects? No way, Jose.
You want to know what that is? Want to know what that is, Rosa? You want to know what that is? That is, how good is your animal at staying alive? Guess what he'll eat if he's going to starve? Fish! Fish! You know that, folks? Guess what? He's doing better than the koalas. How good is your Jeremiah staying alive? Well, he'll eat fish. That's more than the koala.
Oh, I found more Jeremiah art. Yay, he said Jeremiah. Oh my god, he's big. Yeah, but he's a vegetarian. Not vegan, but vegetarian. And he's a good boy. Okay, number 3, on Jeremiah.
I thought he was vegan.
No. Vegetarian. He will eat milk. He will drink milk and cream and such, but yeah, I'm not quite sure if he enjoys it. Anyway,
Yay! Let me eat Charlie's cookies.
Yay! He's the youngest of 3 siblings. And oh wait.
Oh, I remember when you made that art. You're welcome for that one, guys. That was me.
Yay, is that Jeremiah? What else? 3. He's very bad at filtering himself. You can actually see this a little bit in the crossover version, but he's very bad at filtering himself by he will just say things and then later realize like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, maybe that sounded weird.
Filtering is the proper word. I don't think he's not. It's not that he doesn't choose to filter. It's more so that he's ignorant to societal appropriateness. To which he will literally, if he's thinking something, he will tell you. If he thinks, oh, this is stupid, you'll know about it. But he doesn't necessarily think of the why it's stupid. And realize, oh, maybe this isn't stupid. Maybe I'm just not looking at it from the proper perspective.
Yes, but then again, he will say that to somebody's face without realizing that those words will actually hurt them. Hence, bad at filtering himself. Like, Jeremiah, my boy, you need to think about what you're saying. No, don't say that! Oh, you idiot, why? I know it's the truth, but still, baby, don't say it! Gosh, God darn it.
Like in Jeremiah's AU, one of my favorite moments of that is when Charlie often faces a lot of backlash for integrating with the Greenwoods as she has. And she's like, oh, there's a get together, I get to go. Oh, can I bring a friend? And she's like, oh, I wish I could bring a friend. That would be really nice. And how are you missing a beat? He's like, oh yeah, well, it's a shame you can't. She's like, why not? Oh, because mixing the classes is a terrible idea. They're separate for a reason. As he says to the clearly lower class darling that he is since bringing with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes him a second. He's just like, oh. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yep. Big mouth Jeremiah. My chubby boy. Look at him with a ponytail. Look at him with a good ponytail. Yes, look at him with a good ponytail. Oh my god. Oh, I already said 3 things. 4. He has the shub. He has the shub. Okay.
Yes, a what? Even I don't know what you're saying. What?
I was talking about his body type because in the thingy.
Oh, chub! You said chub, as in chubby. He's a little chubby, and it's really sweet. He makes the best cuddle buddy.
You can't really see it in the character sheet thingy because he will always be wearing his cape thingy in the pilot. But he does have the shub. He does have the shub. Shubby.
You can see a little bit of it if you compare his jawline to someone like Taryn, who has a really defined jawline. If you compare them, you can see the chub of his jawline there.
Chub. Ow. Yeah, that was 3 things about Jeremiah. The ones I could think about now. Can't? Okay, let's see if I can draw eyes while I talk about Laura Louise. Laura Louise is a upper class lady who Jeremiah met at a ball, and they made good friends immediately. Laura was
a completely different character before I showed up. Because I remember you said that she was sweet and shy, and she is, but she's not shy for the same reasons Rosa originally thought. And it's really sweet. No, now she's a rambunctious little hellion who like, hey mom, look what I can do.
Oh, Laura. She is she like I had mentioned before, she is deaf, and she communicates by signing or by writing in her notebooks, and or using her translator Nylon. And Nylan is a good opossum. He's a good boy. Opossum boy. I wonder if I have art of Nylan. Wait.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have art of him, and he is hot as hell.
Wait.
Oh my god.
I need to find art of Nylan. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh my god, is he hot as hell. He's got that cool looking hair and some stubble and that just, God, he is really pretty. Oh, honey, boo boo.
I need to concentrate. Okay.
It's true, honey. If I didn't already have a spoken for, let me tell you, I would all but throw Charlie at him if he didn't have a wife.
I need to concentrate.
He is cute.
TV stuff. Is it here? No. Where is the thing? Ow. Is it here? Who am I looking for? Oh yeah, Nylan. Do. No. Hi, Zozo. No.
One of her favorite, another fun fact about Laura, one of her favorite things to do is to see her translator has been around with her since she was a little kid. A teeny tiny little kid, okay? He's known her all her life. So what is her favorite thing to do but to sign really inappropriate stuff and make him say it? Because he is constantly uncomfortable and he doesn't like it. So naturally she insists on doing it. She will try and think of those filthy, dirtiest, weirdest, perverted things she could possibly think of and be like, okay, Daniel, now you say that.
And there are
and
times
he's not allowed to drink on the job. God knows he wants to.
At least he has a good wife to go back home to. Like, honey, you will never believe what she made me do today. I love my lady, but oh my god, my lady's... Oh, she's a handful. Oh,
ironic though is that you once said that that Laura and Charlie are actually a lot alike.
They are.
They share a somewhat similar appearance and personality. They're not that far off. So there's actually AU where that actually plays a bit of a role, and it's actually really sad. It kind of hurts Jeremiah's heart a little.
It's so sad. Nylan. Do. Nylan. Richard. Wow, why am I writing like that?
Okay, everybody, look at all the beautiful men that exist because of yours truly. He's the one up at the top left. See, look at that man. Look at that gorgeous hunk of man. Like with the open shirt and everything. Like, look at that. Look at that. Are you kidding? Look at that. He is gorgeous as hell.
Dun. Fun fact, Will, down here, he's the youngest out of all these guys.
And he looks the oldest.
It's the mustache. It's the mustache. I promise. If I remove the mustache, he will look young. I promise. Cat, no, Twinkle, no, Twinkle, stay there. No, Twinkle, no.
And then my personal favorite on the bottom left is Calvin, who is a whopping 28 years old. He's an old boy.
Or rather, he's 5 years Charlie's senior. Because in canon, he should be 25 if we go with a right year age differences. Oh my god, this looks horrible, but yay! Woo! Okay, he still looks old. It's the sideburns. It's the side. Can't go away. It's the sideburns. If I remove the sideburns, he still looks old. God damn it! He looks old no matter what I do. Oh, I'm sorry.
I told you, he's just blessed with bad genes, man. He's just destined to look old.
Compared to Calvin, who's cursed with looking like a teen. Oh, poor baby. Hi. And don't be fooled by Richard's eyes. You cannot be born with these kind of eyes. These are made of glass because he doesn't have eyes at all. He's blind. So, yeah, he likes to pop his glass eyes out sometimes. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Hey guys, want to see a party trick? Pop.
Da, 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 da. The chibi face. It was just it was a doodle of Laura I made a while back. Bye bye, Laura. Whee! Now back to the drawing thingy. Ah. Oh my god, I need to draw ears and eyebrows. Blah. Oh my god. Eek.
Oh, gem among gems. What's her animal form? I can answer that for you. She is a raccoon. A little mischievous raccoon.
Oh wait.
I know, isn't it fitting? I think it's adorable. But we actually ended up picking it because raccoons are one of the very few animals that have something similar to hands. They're actually able to pick things up and grab things, which means the raccoon, out of all the animals in the cast, has the closest ability to even attempt sign language.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is pretty damn lucky.
Oh my god, I completely forgot to continue talking about her. I started talking about other characters. Laura is deaf.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they're all pretty great.
Mm-hmm. And she loves reading. She loves reading really, 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 really bad romance novels, but she has few people to rant about them with. So whenever she gets friends, she will become pen pals. Charlie, and then she can go on and on and on about how bad the books she reads are, and she loves it. Just ranting and talking shit about bad books, she loves it. All the bad books.
In the Jeremiah AU, where Laura and Charlie actually get to meet and be friends, oh yeah, that happens, and it's a hoot. We end up figuring out that Charlie, when she sees sad books or books that she doesn't like the ending to, she'll try and rewrite the book. She won't write in the book, but she'll take pieces of paper and write what she thinks should have happened in the story and rewrite the endings. And so a lot of the time, Laura Louise would rant to her about a book and then read Charlie's version, and often prefers Charlie's version. And I think that's really sweet. Particularly when Charlie gets really sad stories, those are the ones that hurt the most, and the reason why she doesn't begin with, because she wants everybody to have happy endings. But her and Laura are such sweethearts. Laura was the kind of friend that, if you go to jail, she'll bail you out of prison, no questions asked. She'll just say, no, you don't deserve to be there. Not, what did you do to get put in jail?
Her mother doesn't approve at all.
Her mother sounds like a sensible human being. I think that's the funniest part about that. Laura hates fancy dresses. And by that, I mean she hates having to wear her heels and dress up all fancy all day with all that makeup. She's like, no, I just want to wear simple clothes and just a nice breezy skirt and not all this layers of padding in the middle of summer. What's wrong with you people? Stop it. Get some help. Then they can live in a family where everybody will wear 10 layers of clothes in the middle of 100-degree heat and then wonder why they're having heat stroke.
And bless her canon ADHD heart, she can't stand being on any kind of tea party or anything where you just have to sit and be polite and just listen to everybody be boring. Oh my god, she can't. She will fake fainting or having fake diarrhea. She will fake anything in order to just get away.
Diarrhea.
She doesn't care. She doesn't need to. She doesn't care. She doesn't need to say it.
This is where my brain goes, man. You know exactly what I'm thinking of. And I can't help it. We keep talking about the Jeremiah AU, but
oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Are we really going there?
We keep talking about the Jeremiah AU. Remember how we talked about how Byron got a lot more fleshing out? Well, Byron and Charlie end up more or less becoming best friends, okay? So when they're invited to a tea party, naturally, Byron comes along and he takes fun of her, but when Charlie gets her tea, which has been, spoiler alert, spiked with laxatives by her frenemy, Byron doesn't know this. So Byron just takes her tea. He's like, haha, I got it. You got to get the other one. They're like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But then he feels his stomach stirring after he's finished his tea. And he's locked in the Lord of the Land is locked in a guest house bathroom for hours, clinging to the walls for dear life as he passes things he's only thought about eating. That piece of cheesecake, he said, nah, I don't need that. He don't know where it came from, but he's passing it. And his lover, Goliath, just guarding the royal bathroom door while Byron is just crapping his brains out with the biggest smile on his face.
Wait, I need images for these two. So, Byron and Goliath. Let's cut these two out from here. So we have references.
And that's why diarrhea makes me think of that, because we gave Byron explosive diarrhea, and it's possibly one of my favorite moments of all
time. What else can you say about Laura Louise?
Good question. How would Celine, who doesn't know how to act around children, do if she had to babysit Karen and Charlie's many babies because she was the only option left?
She would rule with an iron fist.
No misbehaving babies in this house.
And they would follow her every single order. They would be too scared to disobey. Mommy,
come back. Please, don't leave us with her again. We're sorry.
Exactly. But they still love her. She's a very good auntie. Very good auntie. But they're still scared of her.
Actually, Celine would be a good alternative if Charlie didn't know how to discipline her kids. I don't know. But, let's see, what else do we know about Laura?
She's not a nudist compared to other characters, but she is not ashamed of running around naked, much to her mother's dismay. And she will, whenever... when she's in raccoon form, she will tell her mother through sign language that
Mom, I'm naked.
Mom, I'm naked. No, honey, no, you're not naked. Yes, I am. I don't have any clothes. Yes, but you have fur. I have fur in human form too. But then you say I'm naked. They argue about the weirdest of things, and it's marvelous.
Mom, I'm naked. I gotta say, I think she's picking those fights. Laura, that's not nice.
She loves her mom. She would not. She would. They may fight. They may have like childish fights a lot. But they still love each other a lot. They're very good.
Which is a fun contrast to Charlie, who is terrified of letting people see her naked. Animal form is better than being naked.
Yeah. I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whenever she has had the shoes, she is always in animal form. Yep. True.
Charlie don't like being naked. Nope. Well, that's not true. I mean, she doesn't mind being naked. It's just only when it's a hard. She doesn't like being naked. She doesn't like letting people see her naked. But she'll do it if she absolutely has to. But she won't like it. What?
Nothing.
What are you thinking about?
Nothing.
No, you gotta tell me now. What is it?
Nothing.
No, come on, spit it out.
Oh, no. There's no age.
Yes.
There's no age restrictions on this stream. Nope.
Hey, Rosa, may I promptly direct you to the chat where you can definitely type whatever it is you're thinking. Or Skype, or literally anywhere.
Nope.
Also, I'm pretty sure everybody here is over the age of 18. Spell it!
Oh, look, a little tiny lower mouth. It's good. It's precious. Yes.
No. You can't just do that and not tell me. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. No. Grim memories. Spill. See? I'm not the only one. Talk, lady, talk!
No, I'm just thinking about that doesn't help.
Yeah. Would you like to share with the class?
No, not really. No.
Well, you're going to. Come on.
I'm just thinking about all the times she has been naked and when it has and how characters around her have reacted to her being naked.
I'm actually trying to think about that. How did they react? Like, I think most people don't care because casual nudity is a thing. I think she's the oddball in that, where she's the one that freaks out about it. I don't think anybody else cares.
But then
am I missing something?
We have the oh my god. No, I can't. Okay.
Come on!
Let's continue. Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject to Charlie in her short shorts in Jeremiah's court. There we go.
I don't get it. I don't know what you're trying to... no, you're going to tell me the thing. I will gladly move on to that. But no. Tell me the thing. You got Skype, Mother Ducker. Talk!
What thing? I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to know!
I'm innocent.
Wicked Merman says, say it or the corgi babies get it. They're threatening the children.
Oh no, not the children. Oh no.
Bill, save the children, Rosa. Tell us your secrets.
I already forgot.
You were thinking about all the times people have seen her naked, but just to my knowledge, they don't care. So I don't understand why it's so funny.
Drawing is fun. Shoo you go. Drawing is fun. Da 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 da. Drawing is fun. Drawing. Dun. Shoo. Da 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 da. What's that? Yeah. Da 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 da. Oops. That was...
Wicked Man says lies you didn't forget. Come on, Rosa. Don't make me beg. Pretty please. Fine, okay. I'll take it. I've been beat. However, to my knowledge, as far as her usual use of shorts in Jeremiah's court was interesting, very interesting. I don't think people like the shorts.
Yeah, no, they don't. Dun 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 dun.
Hopeless Boy Lou says, I just want to tell you that I think you're amazing.
Thank you.
Wicked Merman, I'm not going to threaten Rosa for whatever it is she's thinking. That's not healthy or nice. Besides, I'll figure it out soon enough later in private, because I can only assume it has everything to do with the naughty no-nos, and she's not allowed to talk about that on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does?
Any questions about anything?
Come on, guys, you had like questions for days last stream.
I can't even recall when the last stream was. That was a long time ago. Aww. Oh, so sleepy. Evil medicine. No.
How long is it? Are you supposed to be taking those new meds anyway?
Until I feel better. Pretty much. And we'll see when that is. Ay.
Oh, here we go. Why did you decide to change Frey from being a boy to an intersex girl while making two belong?
Because ever since I began planning for both the crossover version and the original story, it never felt right for Frey to be a boy. It was more like a place setter default setting, so to speak, while I was trying to figure out what the heck Frey actually was. But whenever I told myself that Frey was just a girl, it never felt right. That also didn't feel right. And I asked myself, is Frey trans? No, that didn't feel right either. Is Frey non-binary? No, not really. That didn't feel right either. And then one day, I I came across a YouTube channel where the YouTuber was talking about herself, and it was revealed that she was an intersex woman, and then suddenly it hit me, that's Frey. That's what Frey is. And ever since, that was over 2 years ago, and ever since then it has been canon. It's not more difficult. It's not. Yeah, it's not such an interesting story, but yeah, that's the story. Sleepy, sleepy.
What?
That was so elegant.
Still hacking up gunk.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, that ear is humongous. Oh my god, it's Saturday. Oh.
Good lord, drink some coffee.
I wonder what coffee would do to me. Working. I should be
Oh, okay.
working on commissions. No, I should be doing that.
What would the interactions between the stern Celine and the goof off Taranko? I imagine like Cassandra and Eugene entangled the series.
Oh gosh, I have only seen one episode of that, so I can't really comment if that's a good comparison. Celine and Taryn. Celine's seriousness would pretty much how do you say? Celine's seriousness would affect Terran, and he would be on his best behavior and be very aware of how he's acting and would not want to make a fool out of himself in front of somebody like her. He would want to make a good impression on somebody like her.
And doesn't that only set anybody up ever for failure?
Oh, he would do good. He would be, yes. He would be good. He would. Words, what are words?
Oh my god, that's something we actually didn't talk about. I know we kept talking about the Jeremiah AU, but that just reminded me, and it makes me really sad. Is that, you guys ever wonder what would have happened if they never ran into Jeremiah? Because it's really sad.
Oh yeah, everybody would die.
Everyone's dead. In Jeremiah's AU, while Charlie is with the Greenwoods, since the Greenwoods never met the Von Barths are dead, and it's actually really sad. Like, it hurts my heart in a special place, and I still don't like it.
Yeah, but that's totally something that would happen. If they would not have met Jeremiah, they would not have survived the winter.
They wouldn't have found another town?
Not one where... Yeah, they might have found another town, but they would not have made it the whole winter.
Yikes. That's really sad. Like, that's really sad.
Unless they met somebody else.
Stray AU! I already hate how well off it is.
Oh, I was thinking about Pirate AU.
Oh. Well, to be fair, that's kind of what I assumed. I thought maybe they were gonna be but they weren't. You just said they were dead, which I was like, you know what? Maybe that's better. But it's still sad.
I would say that being dead is better than what happens in Pirate AU.
Well, no, that's not what I was thinking. Hold up, hold up. I can't talk about that because that's spoiler stuff. Hold up.
Oops.
There you go, darling. Check your Skype.
Hi. Where's my Skyping all of this mess? How do I go?
But, no, I love Taryn that he's a silly little baby because I think his goofy persona and everything is just so sweet and nice and it's so happy. Though the Pirate AU definitely holds a special place to me because that's what before the Stray AU became a thing where it takes place in the middle of the actual story. Pirate AU was the closest we had to the actual storyline, interacting with the original trio, unchanged, unaltered, and it was so different and surreal.
In Pirate AU, Jeremiah loses a kidney. It's fun. And I give him major depression. It's fun. And I kind of killed Isaiah. That was also fun.
Oh yeah, in Pirate AU, Asai's dead.
I think I have killed all my main characters at one point or another.
Like in Dead AU, where they're literally dead.
I'm a bad mom.
Nah.
Let's lift this armor.
As far as your question, Mr. Merman, I believe Taryn, in most cases, can actually be pretty. Like, he's a goofball, but when it's required, he can be pretty serious as a character. So much to a point where it's kind of startling, actually. Like, he can be scary when he wants to be. I pity the man that ever gives Charlie a fat lip. I'm just saying.
Or somebody who threatens to hurt Isaiah or Frey. Because, ooh, those poor fuckers. There have been a few AUs where Terrence and Charlie's first encounters. What the fuck are these lines? I don't know. There's some error thingies here. There have been a few AUs where their first encounters have been really unpleasant.
Stray AU, which takes place in the middle of the actual story for the pilot, like the actual TB crossover pilot storyline that everybody's familiar with. Stray AU was essentially the glorified end all to end all self-insert ships to ever self-insert. You know those kind of stories, right? Where you look at your favorite story and you're like, oh my god, I wish I was part of that. That's what that is. That is if Charlie were part of the actual story. And bad things happen, and Frey ends up going missing. And without spoilers, Charlie makes sure that Frey's okay. But the trio doesn't, but her two older siblings don't know that. So when Frey sends Charlie to their hideout where they were staying,
What spoilers? Wait, Kate, what spoilers were you talking about?
Well, I mean, just because, like, if I tell I wouldn't call it spoilers, but I mean, you don't want them to know everything about the pilot, do you? Like, damn, leave some things surprises.
No, but what the were you talking about how Frey and Charlie met? Because
Yeah.
because that doesn't spoil anything.
Yeah, it does, because it directly ties to what happened in the crossover and all that, and that one boy and stuff.
He's just one throwaway line in the pilot.
Yeah, but I mean, it works to the background.
No. There's an
I'm
ass
trying
hat.
to be courteous, damn it.
There's an ass hat in the pilot called Tobin, and he had a fight with Frey. Done. Spoilers done. And now you can tell the whole thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, okay, so she finds Frey essentially beaten to a pulp in an alley, and
There we go. She
takes Frey to a hospital. Now, without spoiling Charlie's backstory, Charlie essentially spends every last dime she has to help Frey, which kind of puts her in a bind. But at the same time, she's like, this kid's more important. This kid isn't able, for whatever reason, isn't able to pay for herself. So she does this, and she finally gets Frey to tell her where the siblings were staying, like what they called home. And when she goes there to find their siblings to let them know Frey was okay, the reason I'm trying to remember which one she met first. I believe it was Isaiah who puts a goddamn knife to her throat, wasn't it? It was either that or and then when she finally gets out of that mess, it immediately follows with big bad Taryn. I can't believe and it's so hard to think about because, again, ultimate ship. There's no world where Taryn would do anything to hurt his baby girl. But her and Taryn meet when Taryn yanks her off her feet and shoves her into, since he's so tall, he doesn't shove her into the wall. Her poor little darling gets shoved into the ceiling. And he is brooding and scary and threatening with the "I will fucking break you if you are trying to hurt my family." And that's how they meet. And she's like, "Wait, no, hold up, wait, stop, it's not what you think, wait, hey, I'm trying to help, hey, stop." But the idea that that's how they meet, that's how you meet your future wife, by shoving her into a wall with all the wrath of God, that is how they meet. And he doesn't drop her until she's like, "Wait, no, your sister's okay, I can take you to her, stop." If not for that bit of information, I am almost certain that she actually would have gotten roughed up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really sad is that later on, for reasons out of her control, Charlie isn't used to Nodis's weather. She's from another country, so she's not used to it. And when she's there, she isn't prepared, so when the cold comes in, she didn't know where else to go for that time being because she doesn't know the village. She doesn't know her way around. Now, there were alternatives, yes, but because she wasn't thinking clearly, she thought of the first thing she could think of, and that was to go to the Von Bars for help. But the really sad truth of the kind of decisions that the siblings have to make is that had Charlie not done what she did for their siblings, like for their sister, like say that she knew that they lived there and she would have wanted to stay with them, even if it was just a few hours. Had she not done what she did for Frey, they would have left her out in the cold. And they wouldn't have helped her. And there's no guarantee she would have made it to morning. And I think things like that really put in perspective how trying and how different those characters are. And I think it puts a lot of perspective in the kind of choices that Taryn has to make. Because it's not him being a bad person by any means. Because you're like, oh God, how dare you leave this person out to die in the cold? Like, that would be your first thought. But that's not Taryn's thinking here. He's not doing it to be cruel to this person just because he can. He's doing this because he doesn't know what this person is capable of. If I let them in, what will they do to me? What will they do to my family? If I help this person, what if I am unable to help my family? This will be because of my decision. So he's making decisions based on what he can do to help his sisters and not other people. And I think that's like one of the bigger differences between him and Charlie is that Charlie won't know you from Adam, but she'll still do everything she can to help you because she just can't stand to watch people and do nothing. But Charlie has a very firm belief in herself that there is no greater evil than watching evil be done and doing nothing about it. While Taryn is, there is evil in the world. There's nothing you can do about it. You need to look out for yourself and protect those you care about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just so different. Like, that's how they met. He was threatening. He was mean. He hurt her. There's a good, like, clunk of a bruise on her back from, like, the force of him shoving her into the wall. But I think that's a really good way of putting it in perspective without spoiling anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I could tell you guys so much more about Charlie and her background, but I can't.
You should see the smile on my face. I'm like, but maybe, what if he is still giving what he...
What? What if what? What if what?
What if what?
No, what were you saying? I didn't understand a word you just said. What if what?
What if... I want people to know, but I know that you can't give away too many spoilers because it's the thing, but still at the same time, I don't know how many years down the line it is before people can actually meet Charlie. So I'm like...
Yeah, because like season 2, like the ways we've talked about season 2. We've talked about what a pilot episode, or at least the beginning of an episode would be for that, and introducing Charlie into the thing. And the entirety of the impact of that episode hinges on the fact that you don't know about Charlie.
I know!
And I don't mean that you don't know what she is as a character, but rather, you don't know her background.
But then again, there's only 9 people watching.
They're also main regulars in the chat. Word travels, honey. Learn from my mistakes.
Damn it.
But Stray AU actually takes place in the story. That is my crowning glory self-insert of what would happen if Charlie had met them in the show. What if she was in the show with them? That is what that premise is. And it's called Stray AU for obvious reasons. And remarkably, I put her there for less than 72 hours, and she's all but turned their entire world around. And we're kind of startled by how well off they are because they should have left by now, and they haven't.
I need something dramatic to happen so I can actually move them out.
I wasn't expecting you to let the doctor thing work. I thought you need actual certifications for that, man. What they're doing is hella illegal. Yeah, she has Rand's recommendation, but she doesn't have any actual certification.
It was a good solution!
If anybody found out she doesn't have any actual real medical background...
They're out in the country, nobody cares.
I know, it's because it's a small town and nobody cares. As long as it works, it works. But in the real world, that's not how that works. Liability, if anybody found out about that, it takes the wrong person to find out about that. And then they could sue that mining company for everything they have.
Ooh, you're giving me ideas.
It takes the wrong person, and that whole place can go out of business. Because, like, it would be through her negligence if something bad happened, even if it was out of her control. Because she doesn't have those certifications, it automatically makes it her fault that the bad thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that is medical malpractice, that is medical negligence, that is endangerment, and a couple of other, those are big deals for a company. That would shut down a company, and even put the recommendation that she got, that guy, that also puts him in trouble because it directly affects his certifications.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Liang Bar would care. Liang.
The what?
Liang.
The what?
The doctor. Oh no, are you talking about Bram?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bram.
Who's out there doing important work? That would directly affect him. It can make him lose his certifications.
Only,
Because that malpractice is from his recommendation. That directly affects him.
but only if Charlie fucks up.
I don't know how else you're gonna.
Ooh, who's she gonna kill? Ooh, who's she gonna kill? Yes! Yes, 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 yes. She needs to kill someone.
Let's see. Gem among gems. In the time frame, people wouldn't care. People didn't sue each other. They got even. Most cases, you are lucky if you find a doctor that isn't a drunk. Well, you're not wrong, and I think that's exactly why she got the job. Still. I just think it's a waste that guy is there knowing what we know about him and like, you know how bad I want Calvin to cross the ocean and arrest his ass? Like, I want that to happen really bad.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Let's see. Oh, you had another question. Are all the character designs finalized? Yes, they are, and they look amazing. The character sheet you saw up there earlier were their finalized designs.
Oh, should I?
Yes, you should.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. Wow, slow. My babies! No. Oh, this is a low quality version. Oh yeah, who cares? Frey, my baby girl. Wee, Isaiah, and then we go woohoo, Taryn, and then we have Jeremiah, who I'm drawing right now. Wee. He's naked under this cape. Perfect. Wee. Oh yeah, I never change his clothes. Who cares? I'm lazy. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Whoops. And yoink.
But yeah, I'm actually kind of eager to see the differences and things that happen in Stray AU because that's like next to Pirate AU, that is the crowning glory of direct self insert. You best believe I'm all over that. And you know what Rosa did? You know what she did? She did something horrible. Did you see that beautiful, long, gorgeous maid that Terrence rocking in that picture? I'm sure you did. It's kind of important. You know what she does to that in Stray AU? Take a guess. Don't worry, I'll tell you for you. Cuts all of it off. All of it.
I had fun.
He has short hair now, and I don't like it. Oh my god. Olive's in the cabinet.
Oh.
Holly, Olive's in the cabinet.
Uh-oh. Be careful.
What would the interactions between Frey and Celine be like? Two polar opposites like them should be interesting.
All I know is that if they both went to jail at the same time, they would...
They would rule.
Yeah. Everybody in the jail would be their bitches.
Mm-hmm.
I think Frey would like Celine. Celine is badass. So yeah, Frey would be very intrigued.
Also, don't judge book a character just by their appearance. Frey looks rough and tumble and brash, sure, but you gotta remember that's from the life that she's led. That's just from her case of environment. Frey likes pretty things in high society.
Yeah, she does.
So they would get along fabulously.
Have I ever colored? No, I don't think I have ever colored Laura Louise. Oh, so this will be the first time I color her. Okay, fun. Nope.
Maybe they're at the costume gala.
Wait, what?
Maybe they're at a costume gala. Maybe that's why Jeremiah's clothes look weird. I like you to find a better idea.
That's a good idea. Let's go with that.
Or maybe he's reenacting one of her books.
Aww, no.
That would be really sweet. And he's got money to burn. He would absolutely buy a dorky Renaissance outfit and be like, Juliet, Juliet from beyond window breaks. Or whatever he's doing. Are cameo characters adapted to in-series design standards? What do you mean, dear?
Why am I doing it like this? I'm being silly.
Marta Mora says, are cameo characters adapted to in-series design standards?
Yes. They are.
Rosa, what you colored is definitely a shoulder.
Well. Yeah, I know.
Okay. So, Rosa, do you think Charlie will make a cameo in TV?
Most likely not.
Just saying, given her background, she could, as a background character somewhere. Just living their life.
Yeah, but considering that I already know what I'm going to show, she would not fit in anywhere without it wouldn't make sense for her to be there.
Sad.
Says the one who's gonna have a character in the second season.
Which we have no idea when that will be.
I'm so doing this in a bad order, but oh, who cares? Oh my god, I'm so tired. I hate being this tired.
Marta Morris, you said at some point that for the needs of the series, the cameo characters get new designs, and you were going to show us. Us equals original designers. I think this one actually made a cameo character for you, dear. I think in one of the contests.
Yes, and they will definitely be shown. However, not. I want all of them to be done at the same time, and contact all. I want to contact everybody at the same time. I don't want to do it individually, so that's why it's taking a long time, and also. The pilot should have been done already. My original plan was for the pilot to be done now in December, but then I got ill, and I'm still sick, which is why the pilot is still unfinished, and that I have. And wait, okay, I can't draw. The pilot is still unfinished, and there are still many things left to do, and one of which is finalizing the cameo characters, because that has not been one of the main priorities for obvious reasons.
Rest assured that things will get done in due time. Patience is a virtue. It's not easy making a TV show.
They will not be forgotten, and they will be done, and they will look amazing. That's all I can say for now. I wish I could show the cameo characters right now, but I can't. God damn it. Animal forms have been... but I can say that all animal forms have been done, and me and my main animator, we're planning on where to add animation, where we are oh my god, I can't talk. We're planning on where to put all the cameo characters so they fit the scene in a cohesive way. We don't want them to feel like obvious cameo characters, so to speak. We want them to feel as part of the pilot as seamlessly as possible. So we are planning on that right now, but the characters have been designed, and when they have been animated, that's when I will share the designs and the animated part. So it will be like a big one surprise instead of bits and pieces, if that makes sense. What colors work with this girl? Maybe something yellow.
Oh, these are characters all going into the pilot?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was talking about cameo, I meant like the series as a whole, dear. I meant like episode 7 or later.
Now I'm unsure which of us are correct right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, when I was asking if Charlie would make a cameo, I definitely meant like in later episodes, love.
Oh yeah, I knew. Yeah. I understood that. Yeah.
Oh. So how many cameo characters are going to be making an appearance throughout the series? Do you know?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Wait, can you repeat the question? I'm so sleepy. I'm sorry. Oh, so sleepy.
Okay, let's see. Wicked Merman has another question. You said that lots of Frey's injuries are accidents caused by her poor eyesight. Would wearing glasses help her vision if she eventually got them, assuming glasses exist? They do exist! Frey's just, she don't think they're convenient.
Nope. Even if she could afford them, she wouldn't use them. Fun fact, contact lenses exist in To Belong.
They're in their infancy, but yes. Contact lenses. Did you know that we had ceiling fans back then? Because I didn't. Ceiling fans existed. They were for the wealthy, but they existed.
The wealthy had a lot, even refrigerators.
What are people using now, actually? That's a great question. Like, I never actually questioned that. Like, what the hell are we using, like, in other AUs and stuff? Like, the Von Bars and Charlie definitely ain't wealthy. So, like, where do they store their food? Do they just buy food for the week?
Yeah. They go to the market pretty much daily.
Oh, that's bogus. Screw that noise.
They need to.
Nah, man. Fridges are where it's at. You store food in an icebox or lower it into a well or in the basement. Okay. Icebox it is.
No, they go to the market.
That is so bogus. That's so inconvenient.
It's what you do.
That is so inconvenient.
I have even had this in mind when I write scenes for Charlie. That is why Calvin knew that she would come out in the morning when he was waiting for her, because he knew she would have to go to the market to fetch milk.
I didn't know that. Nope.
It's okay. New information. Charlie goes to the market pretty much every single day. I assumed you knew. I assumed that's why she had such a good connection with all the sellers. Why she was so good at haggling.
No, she's just a nice person. She's just a nice person, so she gets along with everybody. The reason she gets along so well with law enforcement is because of Calvin. It's not because she's stalking cops.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh my god! Oh.
Is everything different now?
A little bit.
Everything has changed.
So who goes to the market the most for the Von Bars then?
Frey.
Frey. So Taryn's the breadwinner, Asaya's the cook who can't cook, and then Frey's the market pup.
Frey's the market pup because she cooks. She will not let Isaiah near the kitchen.
She cooks Taryn.
Isaiah. Wait, what does Isaiah do? Honey, Isaiah, what do you do? Wait, what are these clothes even? Wait. What am I doing? What's he even? I'm confused by this outfit. Very confused.
He's wearing a white shirt and a breastplate, dear. And a scarf.
This hurts my eyes. I'm gonna go back to her. Isaiah? What does Isaiah do?
That's a good question, man. What the does she do? She's like the laziest housewife.
No. She gathers things. Like, it's an inspiration for her.
No, she doesn't. Freddie goes to the market, not Isaiah.
No. She gathers things. Oh my god. It's from where I got the inspiration for her career in the Mermaid AU. She gathers things. She gathers sticks for the firewood.
Is it crack? Is that what you smoke? Crack? What the fuck?
Wait, what's happening? Oh my god.
Oh, so she's outside collecting crickets. Well, at least she's being productive.
Yeah, but that's what she does. She collects things. Somebody needs
How does that help?
for their survival.
Nah, Frey's the one stealing from the market. So what the hell is Sophia getting?
Getting water, getting firewood, getting medical
Firewood
supplies
for the attic.
Yeah.
Firewood for the attic.
Yes.
You don't see the problem with that picture?
No. They have a tiny metal can that they fill with fire, with sticks and whatnot, and then they lit a fire. It works. I promise.
It does not take all day to find twigs and crickets.
Are you
take your
seriously
shirt
gonna?
off, you
Are you
shake a branch,
Don't
and
shit.
bugs rain from the sky.
Don't shit on the mentally disabled character. Let her be.
I'm just saying, one of these grapevines hold more than the other.
She already feels shitty about it. Let her be. She already feels useless enough as it is. She doesn't need you to remind her that she's useless.
She's not useless, just what is she doing?
Like I told you!
Roosa does not take all day to find twigs and bugs. What the hell else is she collecting? Stamps?
Oh my god.
I think she has a vibrant stamp collection. I'm sure that's going to take her far in life.
Be nice.
They can use all those stamps for the mail they're not sending.
Oh, be nice. Oh my god. This is a horrible, horrible shade of yellow. Oh my god. Oh.
You like that shade I'm throwing over there to a side?
Let her be. Let my dog.
You have yet to tell me what she's collecting. You keep saying she's collecting, and I've yet to hear what she's collecting.
Stop.
I'll accept that she's a gatherer. I'll accept that she collects things. But you have yet to tell me what the hell she's collecting.
Ooh, this was a really nice palette. Stop!
Wicked Merman, it's literally as simple as taking a really big shirt, walking to a tree, grabbing a branch, and shaking it. I promise you, bugs will literally rain from the sky. Trees everywhere are covered with them.
And she needs to find a lot every single day.
Great. It takes her an hour to shake every branch in 2 trees. Congratulations. You have a meal for 3 days.
You're so
Now, what
mean.
is she doing for the other 3 days? Is she just sitting in the attic doing absolutely nothing?
Good question.
Like, seriously, like, I'll accept that she gathers. That's not the problem. It's that, what is she getting? What is she possibly collecting every single day? It doesn't take all day to find firewood. It doesn't take all day to find bugs. It doesn't. And with people who have been doing it as long as they have, she would have it down to a science. Now, foliage and fruit and vegetables in the forest, I would understand, because foraging, that makes sense. But they're not always in a forest. Sometimes they're in towns where if Frey's the one going to the market and stealing things, there's no need for her to do that. So what is she? Is she like going to the? Is she gathering clothes out of dumpsters? Is she going through dumpsters in the back of restaurants for spare food? Is she going to?
I'm gonna say yes to everything.
Medical waste, looking for medical supplies.
Yes to everything.
You didn't think that far, did you?
Apparently not.
Artemura, she's gathering coupons for free meals. Yo, a coupon for a free meal must be like God to them. I've lived in the country, Wicked Merman. I used to live in Windsor. That was like the countryest ass country where your neighbors were miles away from you. Black bears would stroll through your front yard. Oh. Okay, Wicked Man. I'll give you that. I kind of feel like a dick now. I didn't even process that. Good on you. I recant my statement. I'm sorry. I hope I wasn't offensive. Wicked Merman brought up a good point that I didn't think about. I mean, you kind of said it, but it didn't dawn on me until he kind of put it really blunt, and I feel really bad now. Is that it was that maybe her PTSD getting triggered sometimes at random slows her down.
Nowadays, that would not be an issue. Back in the day, when she was younger, yeah, sure. But nowadays, nah, she's fine. But she does feel useless.
I mean, what's wrong with her going with Frey to the market to get things?
I'm sure she does that too.
There you go. So Tara never cooks? Is he incapable of cooking?
No, he cooks. It's just very basic.
Like, what would a basic meal, like, if each of them had to cook, what would they cook?
We talking modern or...
Both. Let's go with both. That's interesting.
Frey would cook some kind of stew with different ingredients, and she would taste test it constantly to make sure that it's perfect. And in modern, she would most likely find something very gourmet and difficult to make just because she wants to prove to everybody and that she can do it, and she would spend hours and hours and hours and hours in the kitchen just making it happen, and she would eventually succeed. It will take her hours, but she wouldn't do it. Isaiah would be a mess with everything, no matter what. No matter what era, no matter what AU, she would just fail with everything.
Oh my god, please tell me she doesn't burn water.
Most likely she would. And Terran, in canon, he would make, like, he would just throw a few potatoes in water and boil them, and in modern he would make macaroni and cheese. That's it.
Oh, honey.
No.
Oh. Oh, that's like really sweet. Oh. Oh, you sweet little bean.
I told you he's basic.
That's not basic. That's Easy Mac.
Basic.
So Asai is the kind of cook that if she made a Pop-Tart, if it's stuck in the toaster would catch on fire.
Yeah.
That's happened to me. It's not fun. I figured Taryn could be like mashed potatoes, basic meat, canned vegetables. But apparently that's too advanced somehow. So essentially, Tara knows how to make ramen and Easy Mac.
Pretty much. Everything else he would need a guidebook for. And then he could somehow manage.
Oh my god, no wonder they need Charlene. Because Frey should not be having to cook like that. She's a kid. My god. What would he do if Frey wasn't around? Good lord, they'd starve. What did they eat when she was a baby, man?
Well, he had to manage. He had to manage somehow in the AU where Frey's dead. So,
Okay, yeah, but that AU is a little different because there's another kid in there.
Oh, Nathaniel!
Like, that AU is so sad.
It is.
It's also one of the AUs where Taryn and Charlie are physically incapable of fighting. Them and fighting doesn't happen. I don't even think arguments happen for them. Like, maybe mild disagreement? If that. If you even want to call it that. Martha, wow, Martha, what kind of life are you living? I bet they make dough out of tree bark and make bread from that. Pine buns. Also, look at Laura Louise rocking her best Belle impression. But now with her in color, I could definitely see that resemblance. Help, it's like Charlie's her ghost. Oh, that makes you choke? Of all the things I've said, all straight, that's what does it? Really?
I was
Lord
not
help
ready.
you.
I was not ready.
Hello, Charlotte Studios. Welcome to the stream. Carlotta Studios. Oh, that sounds familiar.
She has made a lot of fan art.
Oh, she has? Who is that?
And also fanfics.
Oh, is she the one that did the snake thing?
No, I think that was somebody else.
Then what does she do?
I will show you later. Oh my god. My brain is so foggy. I'm so sleepy. Oh my god.
Rosa is tired. She's on some new megs, and sadly, some of the side effects is drowsiness, which is why I'm here, so I can talk about all her favorite things that keep her energized and motivated.
Yay! If it wouldn't have been for the stream, I would already be in bed, snoring.
I know, and I hate it. Wake up!
I'm sorry! Mean meds. I'm so unsure about what to do with his clothes because, yeah, this could be a completely different piece altogether, but I don't know if I want to because I'm lazy. Because all of this could be one separate piece altogether, and I don't know if I like it. Maybe if I make it brown, like her hair. Yeah, that works. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I can do this. I'm so sleepy. Okay.
How do you imagine... Wicked Merman asks, how do you imagine Celine as a teacher to the Bombard siblings? I imagine she tried to help them to get a proper education, and she considers herself the best qualified for almost anything.
As a teacher, Celine is... yeah.
She's a little stabby.
Yeah. She's not the best teacher to have in some cases.
She could be a good teacher, but the thing is, she can push you too hard, whereas she expects you to figure things out instead of guiding you like you might need it. Now, that's not to say that her teaching method is bad. It's good. You're supposed to learn on your own. You're supposed to not have people just hand you the answers. But at the same time, she doesn't always understand when it's time to step back and be your guide rather than just your observer.
Mm-hmm.
We have Night AU, where she has a great example of that. In Night AU, it's essentially a medieval styled AU with kings and queens and knights and shining armor. And what we did in that one is Charlie wanted to become a knight in honor of her late dad. And because of this, she ends up, because of her dad's reputation, she ends up joining the ranks. And Celine is one of her teachers. But Charlie, while she's able to pick up her studies, she's not excelling like she could. She's not reaching her full potential. One of the teachers, Beatrice, God, did I hate Beatrice. Beatrice wants her out of the program. Thinks she's there just on her dad's reputation. Thinks she doesn't deserve it. She's not ready. She's not able. She's not good enough. While Celine, while she takes sympathy to Charlie's plea, doesn't really think that she can hold her own either, but she's still trying to teach her. But Celine doesn't guide her through the motions. Celine doesn't show her the steps and tell her what she's doing wrong and what the answer is to try and get better at what she's doing while she's making the same mistakes over and over again. Instead, Celine waits and watches and expects Charlie to figure them out herself. Charlie doesn't really excel at being a knight until she meets Taryn later. Where Taryn, as her dad's final wish, in honor of her dad's memory, decides to teach her the sword, and he becomes her teacher. And only then, when she has someone that steps aside and guides her through the motions and walks her through the practices, this is how you hold your sword. This is how you're supposed to be standing. This is where your weight should be going. This is what you should be doing. Like this, and this. Only when she has a teacher that really conforms, I wouldn't say conforms, since that's not the right word, that actually, it's like an IEP teacher, one that's special for you, that forms a plan to your benefit, what makes you excel in your learning. That's where Charlie blossoms when she's learning new things. She can do amazing things, but if you don't give her the proper tools, she's not going to do her best. So while Celine will give you the tools, Taryn will show you how to use them.
And if Celine was a teacher for the Von Barts, Frey, she will adjust, and she will pretty much do anything a teacher tells her to do, and she will excel. Isaiah is a little harder to get through to, because she's not used to people bossing her around in general, and whenever she fails miserably, and she has a hard time handling it. So yeah.
And then Taryn?
Taryn, if Celine was Taryn's teacher, he would, oh my god, he would be so damn cocky. Oh my god.
Please tell me more.
Oh my gosh. He would be so full of himself. He would immediately tell himself that he already knows whatever this random woman is gonna show him. And whenever she shows that, oh no, I know what I'm doing, you don't, he hates it. He would hate not being the best in the class. He would hate being shown off by this random lady who he doesn't know. My god. And
my god, I need that in my life. I need the Von Barth to go back to school, because oh my god, I want that in my life.
And he's basically the character who would sit in detention with a white cone on his head because he tried to show off teacher and failed miserably. And he's so mad about it. And and the next day he would try again, and he would once again fail, and it would just become a routine of him failing miserably, and the teacher just being, here we go again. And he's like, oh! And he refuses to accept her teachings the way she's teaching them because he thinks that he knows better. But no, Taryn, you don't know better. You just because you're the oldest sibling, just because you have been the man of the house for so long, just because you have been the breadwinner for so many years, it doesn't mean that you know the best. Sit down and learn from somebody who knows better. God damn it, man. Ugh. Yeah, that's
Oh my
Taryn.
god, that actually raises a question for me then. How come he takes so easily to Charlie's teachings then? If he's such a cocky little bastard, why have I never seen this?
Because Charlie doesn't think that she's better than him. She is just sharing her knowledge naturally. She's not taking a mentor role for him. She's not placing herself above him, so to speak. She's just being Charlie and he's just being Taryn, and he's just learning. She's basically just sharing her hobbies to him. She's not being a teacher like Celine in this scenario would be. And that's what makes it the biggest difference. Ow.
Whoa, Wicked Merman! This is a PG stream. The Wicked Merman says Annie's horny for Charlie. Just guessing.
Most of the time he isn't.
Nope. Actually, that's actually something we haven't talked about a lot. We talk about how Taryn and Charlie is the OTP, the best ship, but to be honest, they aren't a ship that usually clicks right away. Now, that's not to say that they fight and they go through the tsundere stage, because that's not it either. It's more so, they're a slow burn. Mm-hmm. They don't just like, oh god, dream bedroom eyes. No. Charlie is someone who builds a friendship first, and those feelings just kind of come naturally. And bless her heart, in so many of the AU, she'll realize she's caught feelings and keep them to herself. And it's different because she keeps them to herself, but she doesn't. She's so honest in her feelings, but the way she goes about it, it's so hard for me to describe. Rosa, help!
Where are we? I was thinking colors. Yeah, Charlie something.
You're really gonna make me repeat all that?
No. Let's see. Correct me if I misunderstood something. They are definitely a slow burn, and Charlie. Usually whenever Charlie realizes that, oh frick, I'm falling for this man, she has different reasons to keep those thoughts to herself. For example, in Mayday, Taryn is already Taryn is married to somebody else later on, and they are in different classes. They can't be together. It would be socially unacceptable for them to be together, so she keeps those feelings to herself. In another AU, she's afraid of Taryn rejecting her and leaving her, so she keeps her feelings to herself, because she doesn't want to get hurt, because he's a freaking pathological liar. God damn it, Western! Oh my god, you hurt my heart. She tends to have different reasons to keep her feelings to herself, and Taryn.
Well, yes and no. She'll keep them to herself, but at the same time, she doesn't. She goes into this gray area about it. She doesn't outright lie about her feelings either. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She tells you how she feels about you, but she doesn't tell you how she feels about you. Does that make sense?
Which isn't the smartest thing to do with somebody with like Taryn, because he can't read her like that.
Like, if you ask her what she thinks of you, the way she won't come out and say, I've been in love with you, such and such, but if you say, how do you feel about me? she'll look at you and she will pull out every single detail that she appreciates you and then tells you why. This is why I like you. I like the way you look at me, and this is how it makes me feel when you look at me. This is what you do, and this is how it makes me feel. She won't say, I'm in love with you, but she will say in detail these. She will look at every little habit, every tiny thing about you, and tell you why that thing is special and why that thing about you is amazing. Like, she won't say, "Oh God, I just like you. I guess it's not like I like you or anything." She will go on great, grand, detailed speeches. Well, speech isn't the right word, but she will go on these grand, detailed bits of what she feels about you and how she looks at you and how much she values you and your attention, how much you mean to her and why, what everything, like how special she feels and how much your relationship means to her and how happy she is just to be around you. She will tell you that you make her feel like she is the most amazing person in the whole wide world. So it's not that she won't say I'm in love with you. She will tell you exactly how she feels about you. But she's not going to come out and say, I've been in love with you since you gave me that cool little egg on Easter. She will tell you I'm in love with you without telling you I'm in love with you. What?
Oh, such a perfect example.
Is that not what she does?
I forgot
Like,
what
there's
the
a
question
moment.
was.
Now, granted, they're already a couple at this point, but into heel, there's actually a good moment for this. Taryn asks her what her favorite thing about him. She makes a mention that she really likes his tattoos, and she would think they were her favorite part about him. But there's something else. She's asked what that is. He gets all smug. He's like, "Oh, it's my eyes. Well, everybody likes my eyes." But instead of saying, "I really like your eyes. They're sexy," she says, I love your eyes. I love the way they look at me. I like the way they glow just a little when the moon hits them just right. I like how they look at me and don't see the things that I see about myself that I don't like. They look at me and see the person I want to be. They look at me and they make me feel like I could do and be all the things that I've ever wanted to be. I don't feel belittled when you look at me. I like how your eyes look at me. So instead of saying, I love your eyes, she will say, what about your eyes makes her feel like the world?
I miss to heal now. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Eek! I will finish this. I will finish this. Oops, no, I'm doing wrong. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Rosa. What were you going on about? You're about to get into Taryn.
I wasn't really doing anything. I was just talking for myself. I'm sleepy.
No, because we had asked about the slow burn thing, and we were talking about how Rosie, Charlie keeps things to herself, and I gave some verbal elaboration, and then you were going to go on and talk about Taryn's perspectives and things.
Taryn is a big dodo.
Rosa! Come on!
I don't really know what to say about Taryn in this case.
Carlotta Studio says, you can do it, Rosa. We believe in you.
uh, I honestly don't know what to say.
Well, why is their relationship such a slow burn for Taryn? We know why it's a slow burn for Charlie. Why is it a slow burn for Taryn? The hoe!
Because it takes a long time for him to develop more intimate feelings with anybody.
Elaborate.
He wait, brain is buffering. Wait for it.
The Wicked Merman says, somebody get a rooster to wake up the head chicken.
Oh my god, why is thinking so difficult today? If anybody can relate to brain fog, that's what's happening.
Maybe, but I recommend getting something to drink.
Yeah, I only have water. I'm just gonna talk about Terran. I don't know if this will answer the question, but I'm just gonna talk about Terran.
Okay, thanks.
Terran is that kind of character who will just he sleeps around. We're talking canon now. He sleeps around a lot, and he has done that for a long time now. And he does that simply to just get steam off from him. He just wants to relax for a moment and just to forget all his worries and to just do something that will make him relax. And in his case, it is to sleep with random people. And he's bisexual. He feels attracted to pretty much anybody, as long as they are hot, according to his standards.
As long as they are hot.
Yeah, that's his only requirement, pretty much. But he has a type, and Charlie is not that type. And whenever Terran meets Charlie, he never pretty much sees her as a potential lover. Never. That's that in every AU in the canon, everywhere, he never sees her and thinks, oh, lover. No, that's not what he thinks. He sees her as just a random woman he has met. And then later, he develops platonic feelings for her. And they always end up as friends first. And then later, when he has gotten to know her, is when he develops those romantic feelings for her. Yes, there has been a few times when he has started crushing on her pretty early on, and it's only that it's in AUs like the Pirate AU where she is in charge. She is the captain of the ship, and she is badass, and oh, she is badass. And that's when he's crushing on her before he falls in love with her, because she's more his type than that strong woman who knows what to do in battle. Yeah, that's his type right there.
Strong and of a woman.
But usually, like I said, the reason why they tend to be a slow burn on his end is because he doesn't see her as a potential love interest at first, because she
is as far from his preferences as she could get.
And also, he isn't looking for anybody. He's not looking for somebody to fall in love with, because he has so much else to think about. He has a family to look out for. He can't be selfish enough to even consider finding a mate to settle down with. It's not in his books right now. And most of the time, whenever he meets Charlie. So, yeah, they always end up as friends first, and then afterwards they realize, like, she realizes, like, oh, I want to marry this woman. Oh shit. And
Okay, I got a further. Huh? Keep going. Keep going.
and usually, I think most often, Charlie has already caught on and is on the same page. She tends to get those feelings faster than him. Oh, I remember one AU where he actually does see her as a lover the moment he sees her, and that's in Maid AU. But there it is because he needed some way to anger his father, and he saw a maid and thought, huh, if I fuck a maid, then my father will be so mad. So, yeah, that's what happens.
But naturally, Charlie don't roll that way, so that doesn't happen.
Nope. But he still wants her, and because he still wants to anger that father, so they keep on going.
That's actually why Maid AU is as sad as it is right now, because not only because of the things that happened later, but because she finds out that the man that she did fall in love with, and who's someone who made her miserable life in that place livable, their relationship was founded on a lie. The first month of them even seeing each other, or more, was a lie.
He was just trying to get into her pants.
Manipulating.
Yep.
So all the nice things he said, all the nice things that made her felt like she mattered, they were lies. He didn't mean them.
Yeah, it's a sad AU. Sad AU. The fun thing with the AUs is that for 99% of the time, they reflect what the characters could be capable of. For example, there's an AU where Terran is a assassin. That could happen in canon. Under the right circumstances, that could happen. There's an AU where Terran is a killer. That could happen in canon if the right things happen. So that's one of the main things I like about the AUs. It helps me explore the characters in new ways and see different paths they could have taken in life without actually having to risk it in canon.
And it helps us get an idea of how they would react to different circumstances, which makes scenarios that could be implemented in canon a little more plausible and workable. Where eras that we had hurdles or inconveniences were like, oh, this is no longer canon for the character. This doesn't make sense. But this much better idea does.
Whee!
Okay, I got another question for you.
Help me.
So we know why it's a slow burn, but why does Terran always figures out when he likes Charlie? Why does he keep those feelings to himself? Because I've noticed that too. We know why Charlie keeps them to herself. She does, but she doesn't. And I think that's my favorite part about it. Because Charlie is notorious for, I wouldn't call half-truths. Charlie doesn't lie. It's a big fundamental part of her character. So if you ask her something, she will absolutely tell you the truth. And she absolutely tells Terran all the time how she feels about him. And that's half of the reason he usually falls for her. So, why does Terran always keep it from her? Why does he keep it to himself?
In canon, it is because he was. I think he was just afraid of getting hurt. Because he was so sure that she didn't feel the same. So, what was the point? You know? And in other AUs, it's mostly what I kinda mentioned before. Like, he has so many other things he needs to think about. His family, his work, his responsibilities. There's so many other things he needs to think about. So he just feels like he can't give himself this kind of happiness. Oh my god, that sounds corny when I say it out loud. But something like that, yeah.
I think when I think of the relationships that span the different ones, I think one of the sadder ones is actually modern AU point two, the porn star AU. Because in that one, I know, hilarious name, but in that one, Taryn actually starts out in a relationship with somebody else, and you really get to see how that affects him and Charlie at a fundamental level, and you see how she struggles with it, especially when you think about her background and and how things have affected her because in that one her dad ends up having a brush with suicide and it's really sad and it happens because her mother is unfaithful to him and it essentially breaks apart their marriage and he tries to take his life and he doesn't succeed, but those things still weigh on her. So when Charlie figures out she's falling in love with a man that's already in a relationship, she feels like she's walking right back through her mother's footsteps. And it's so sad to see how she struggles with it to a point where her own mental health starts to decline. Like she starts struggling in school and failing because she's struggling with how she feels about him. But do you agree, Rosa?
Yeah,
You okay?
yeah, just tired. Uh, the modern AUs. There's two, for those who don't know, there are two modern AUs. One where Terran is an Instagram model, and one where he is a porn star. Wait! And both are. And actually, the first one, where he's an Insta model, is so dark and horrible and sad, and just. It makes my heart hurt so much. While the other one is so wholesome and so just pure. It like what happened? What?
You think the one full of porn stars would be dark and shady? It's not.
It's not. It's just full of fluff and wholesomeness and just good positive sexual education and just it's just so good and pure and I love it so much.
But
And
that one struggles is a really common issue is unrequited love.
uh, I it wait is that one? Oh yeah, right. That's the one with. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Where is? In which one are we trying? Am I trying to redeem Vera?
You're trying to redeem her in Insta. In Porn Star
Damn it.
AU, she's burned her bridges.
Oh, frick! I forgot. I forgot what she did. Oh yeah, no, she ain't coming back from that. Yeah,
Yeah, in Porn Star AU, it's actually one of the very few AUs. Not because I don't think the pirate AU falls into the same category because it comes with a different upbringing and violence is a part of the job. In Pornstar AU, however, is one of the only AUs where Charlie gets so angry she actually beats the hell out of somebody.
she deserved it. She really deserved it. Oh my god. Uh, in minor character that made her first appearance in the role play to heal, is Vera, and she was originally one of Terran's exes, and she is one of those characters that she usually when she appears she is a villain, an antagonist, and there she is redeemable you most of the time. But in Modern Point 2.0, oh no. Oh no. She fakes a pregnancy while still in order to keep Terran in her life, and that backfires so horribly, and it's just no.
She fakes the huh? Oh, keep going.
It just no. Vera, no. I don't know what else to say because oh my god, she fucked up. She fucked up so badly, and she almost broke that man because if there's anything that means, there's one thing that means the world to Taran, his family. And in the beginning, it's his siblings, and then later Charlie, it becomes part of the family, but also any future children, his biological
Biological.
biological or adopted, but it doesn't matter. His children are part of his future family, and they mean so much to him. So for somebody, especially a partner, to fake a pregnancy just to keep him in a relationship is so, it's, in his case, it's worse than cheating. And
Because not only does she pretend to have a child, now you think this isn't so bad. She fakes a pregnancy, okay, but no, what she does, she takes it a step further. She also fakes a miscarriage. She fakes a death in his family, which is the death of his unborn child.
I'm getting mad just thinking about it.
Like, there's a funeral for it and everything. Like, I wouldn't say like a funeral, but you know, they're grieving. There's a grieving process.
He mourned somebody he was expecting to meet, and like, and Vera, that bitch, is kinda confused why he's so mad about it. And she just keeps on poking him while he's already down, and Charlie in the end can't take it anymore, and she just snaps, and I love it.
They're still going. Because what happens is that every time Vera does this, Taran goes to his lowest. Now remember that Charlie struggles with that thing in her past where suicide happened. And so when Taran goes into these low places, she fears for his life. She thinks he'll take his own life because her own father tried to do the same for lesser reasons. So when he falls to these dark places, she has to think, well, is this going to be the one that pushes him over? Is this going to be the one where I don't see him again? Is this going to be my last conversation? I don't know. When the first thing happens with the child, they were already struggling with the relationship as it was, to a point where Charlie was even forced out of his life because Vera was like, I don't want her around. Pick. And Vera wins. And it's only because of Vera's own mistakes that Charlie even becomes part of his life again. And Taran felt awful about it. But when she fakes the miscarriage and he finds out that it was never a real child, he vanishes for like 2 weeks. He just falls off the face of the planet. Nobody can find him. He sends a picture to everybody to let him know that he's okay at once a day. But other than that, nobody hears him. Nobody sees him. They can't track him with his credit card. Nobody can find him. For all they know, he's dead in a ditch somewhere every morning. And Charlie struggles with this. And she fights so hard to keep his family together to try and pull him out of these dark places. And she starts succeeding. When the issue with the baby happens, she starts pulling him out of this dark place. She starts trying to bring him back to the reality, back to the good in life, back to what he used to be. And then, right as things are starting to mellow out and they're starting to go back to normal, Vera will come back. Once it's an apology with flowers that sends Taran into an emotional disarray because he misses her. And he's hurt. And Vera's asking for forgiveness and he's struggling. And it hurts. And he starts going back into those dark places again. And then Charlie pulls him out, and sure enough, Vera comes back. This time, she's screaming at him. They're fighting. And this happens 2 more times. And each time it happens, Taran goes right back to resets right back to the bad things. He goes into these dark places where he doesn't really talk, or he isn't really socializing with anybody. He just recluses himself, and he goes to these sad places, and he's miserable, and he's sad, and he's crying, and he's struggling. And eventually, Vera comes around one more time. And it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Again, Taran goes mute. He starts going back talking to himself just like she always does. And Charlie's just so sick of it every single time. She finally gets him to come back every single time. Things are finally starting to go to normal and he seems happy again. Vera comes in and ruins it. Eventually, Charlie snaps and just pushes her, yanks her down by her hair, punches her onto the floor. And this is what puts her on the ground to begin with, because Charlie just never attacked her before. So Charlie she just kicks her over and over, just screaming at her, like, why won't you go away? What's wrong with you? Why do you keep doing this? I can't. I'm so sick and tired of you. And the only thing that snaps Taryn out of his state is when Charlie finally reveals what she was going through while he was suffering. Was she screaming at that Vera doesn't know what it's like what he's going through. Vera doesn't understand the things that she's tampering with. Vera doesn't understand the things that they've been dealing with. Vera has never had to deal with suicide. And that phrase is what snaps Taryn back to normal. Well, normal isn't right, but it snaps him back to reality. Because it's only then that Taryn realizes that Charlie's been dealing with something really, really dark and terrifying and scary this whole time, and he's never once realized it. And he's still not okay. He's still not back to himself. But it's just so sad to see him go through this. Like, Rosa, you put it into pretty good words, and I told you about this before and asked you about it, didn't I? When Charlie started going on about what happened to her life, because that's another thing, that Charlie actually kept a lot of her life back home. I wouldn't say she kept it a secret from him, but she didn't really talk about it. He knew that she spoke to her dad every day. He didn't know why. He knows that she was supposed to have someone come with her, but they didn't come with her for whatever reason. He doesn't know why. Mm-hmm. And when he finally understands why these things mean so much to her. Rosa, what was the way you put it?
I'm sorry, I'm having major brain fog right now. I keep forgetting what you asked. I'm sorry.
It was, I had asked you, like, how come Taryn had managed to snap back to, I wouldn't say the normal, but why he was able to default back to being calm and being in control of the situation before, and then when Vera actually got the crap beat out of her, instead of completely shutting down like he did before. And I believe it was because Charlie finally just screamed out that she was the one that would have to deal with suicide and being fearful that Taryn would take his own life.
Yes, that was indeed what snapped him out of it in that moment, yeah. Because those were thoughts, not only because those were thoughts he had been thinking about, but also because he had never realized that Charlie had been thinking about those kind of thoughts. Not only when it came to him, but also when it came to anybody. So to have Charlie, somebody who is so positive and so happy-go-lucky, who's so just pure and joyful, to have somebody like that thinking about such dark and horrible things, that really brought him back to the moment, and he could, for just a moment, just take them both away from there and to the car and just remove themselves from the situation. Even though, as we two know, he had to return to the situation just a few minutes later when he had to run back to save Vera from those two assholes.
And I think this is the only reason why Taryn didn't go quite back all the way down to that slump again, because I don't think he wanted Charlie to have to face that same fear again. Because I remember he didn't completely shut down after that one. He usually does, and he didn't shut down after that one. He was still somewhat coherent. Sure, he wasn't okay after what Vera did that time either, he definitely didn't shut down as far as he did like he would usually before.
No,
Get a red strawberry raspberry lemonade.
because he finally realized that it wasn't just about him. There were other people around him who were basically afraid of for his life, and he needed to do something about it. At least he's doing better than Insta Terran.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm done with this. There are a few things I will make changes to whenever I get the time. And then I'll add overlays and whatnot. But for now, I'm happy with this. I think I need to go to bed. Oh shit, what did I do? Ah! No! Oh my god. For now, I think I need to go to bed. And
Aww.
flip. Oh, why does
Actually, I think you're going to like answering this one because this one ties directly to Western AU. The Wicked Merman wants to know how each of their siblings would react to it or would interact with an orphan child that is emotionally broken. Now, who does that remind you of?
Adopt.
But it specifically reminds me of, well, I don't mean just adoption. Yes, that's obvious. But I mean, how do they interact with them? And you know what that reminds me of?
Nathaniel, my
that reminds
fox
me
baby.
Of Western AU and Nathan, yeah. Because he's the one actually going through trauma in that one.
Oh, my baby fox. In Western AU, Terran, on his own, adopts a fox. A little fox boy who he and Charlie saved from slave traders, and when he returns to the orphanage and realizes that nobody has yet to adopt nobody has adopted the fox because of the PTSD the child has, so he decides to adopt the child himself, and that story is suddenly all about him as a single dad taking care of this young child who needs special care, and it's just pure and wholesome, and Terran does his best, and it's just too good and too good. Oh my god, yes.
However, it does come with its downsides because, well, that's not to say that it's bad that he's completely focusing on the child. It's expected. But at the same time, he's also trying to, I wouldn't say rekindle his relationship with Charlie. They're trying to make things work and try again because of how awful they left things off before.
Mm-hmm.
And so much of his attention goes to the child that he leaves Charlie completely neglected. And it's really sad.
Mm-hmm. I actually had a hard time trying to figure out how he could solve that problem because he had messed up so badly. He had really messed up his relationship with Charlie in that one, and I really needed to find a way for him to actually make it work again, because OTP!
It's so sad because, she starts getting feelings for him. She starts building a relationship with him. And then at the end of it all, he just vanishes. He just goes away and she doesn't see him again. And she goes back to her life with her mother and her dad. The mission is over. They've gotten what they wanted. And she's still not happy. I mean, she's happy, but she's not happy. And she keeps in contact with him, and she keeps writing to him, and she finds that he's adopted a kid, that his whole life, he's adopted a child. She wanted to maybe try and rebuild their relationship, maybe try again, but here he is with a kid. That's a commitment. She looks at that, and she doesn't see, well, I'm dating him. The child isn't my responsibility. She looks at it, if I wanted that, I have to take the child into account if things worked out. the child's always going to be there. And it always kind of struck me how she looked at that. She was thinking that far ahead. Well, what if this does work out? What if I do want this to be my forever boy? That means that I need to accept that he has a child, and she struggles with that because he gives the child all this attention, and that's good. He's supposed to. But what would always hurt is that he would give the child hugs and affection, and when they start actually building a relationship, he doesn't do that for her. Like, he doesn't give her affection. He doesn't touch her. He doesn't hug her, which is really sad because the last time they were together, I don't think they went that far, but things definitely happened. And the one thing Charlie never wanted to be for him, knowing his track record, was one night stand. And that's exactly what she ended up becoming.
Dum dum dum.
Like, she fell in love, and she's trying to work those things out. She misses him. She wants to be with him again. And they start traveling together, and she's with him and Nathan, and she's helping with him, and she's trying to help him with this kid. And she's right next to him. She's with him again, and she's never felt farther away.
Western is another AU that's just why? Just be happy, goddammit!
But I think he put it in perspective pretty well, didn't you, Rosa? Of why he did those things the way he did.
I suppose I did.
I believe it had something to do with the fact that he didn't realize that Charlie needed that kind of attention.
Oh yeah. I did say that.
Would you like to elaborate?
Wait. It was just simply that...
I believe in you.
Thank you. He knew that this child he was taking care of, he knew that this baby, this 2-year-old needed all of him. He needed that love and attention and the tender affection and everything. That child needs that. And in all of this, he completely forgot that the girl he loves also needs that. Yeah, he tells her that he loves her. Yes, he has taken her along on this new journey, and they share a tent. They spend their days together, but he completely looked over how she needs that physical connection too. I'm not talking about sleeping with her. I'm talking about just basic things like hugging her, holding her hand, kissing her, just basic things. He had completely overlooked how she too needs that kind of attention and affection in order to feel loved and appreciated. He had completely missed that. And when he does realize this, when he does remember this, he feels so bad and horrible, and he does everything he can to just make it up to her, because he realizes that, oh shit, I fucked up. I thought that she knew, and I thought that me just being here, me wanting her by my side was enough, but no, she needs more, and he needed to work. He just needed to accept that and work with that and respect that, and eventually he did, and that was important for Western Terran to learn, that even adults need that confirmation. That just that, I don't know, just that love that comes with basic things like brain work, please. Work with
a
me.
way that And when he realizes that, because he knows how Charlie feels about sex and those kind of things, and when he realizes that the last time they ever had those feelings, those kind like any kind of physical interaction was those things, he then realizes that that day after that, guess what he did? Completely distanced himself from her. So when he did give her attention, she associated that with him leaving her, and it was so sad. But I think what really hit home for him the most when he realizes just how sad Charlie actually is when because I think Charlie actually ended up struggling with a really controversial thing because again, this is Taryn's son. Taryn is supposed to be like this with his son. What Taryn is doing isn't wrong, and she struggles with feelings of jealousy. Now, jealousy isn't the right word because she's not upset at the kid. She's upset at herself because she feels awful for even ever being jealous over this kid who needs his dad to be like this with him, who needs his father to hug him like this. How dare she want him to hug her instead of him? She should be happy that he's doing this for the kid. She should be happy just being there. How dare that not be enough for her? And the idea of her struggling with this feeling inside of herself is how would you feel about feeling that way about somebody else's kid when they deserve his love just as much as you do? It's an awful thing, isn't it? And she struggles with that. And when Taryn finally realizes that, wow, I would hug my kid like 10 times a day right in front of her, and I wouldn't even touch her shoulder. I won't even lean my head on her. I won't hug her at night. I don't kiss her head. I don't do any of those things for her. I do them for him, but not her. And it just kind of hits him in a special place when he realizes that the only time he ever gave her affection was for sex. And it just hits him in a really special place because he knows how Charlie feels about those things in an intimate way.
Another sad thing about this AU is that whenever he does show her affection, it's when she's crying and he's trying to make her stop crying. And that's just when he realizes that too. Oh man, he even proposed to her to make her happy again, to make her stop being sad. And that's when he realized that, oh my god, I'm doing this all wrong. And it's so sad because you have Taryn, you have Charlie, Taryn and Charlie almost she almost said no to him proposing because she was just so sick of the way how he was treating her. And it was I was like, no, what's happening with OTV?
And it's sad because it's not that she doesn't want to marry him. She looks at him and she's like, this is someone I love. I want to spend a long time with. I want to be with him forever. That's what she thinks. She didn't want to tell him no. But how do you tell someone this is not the way I want you to propose to me? You should be happy that someone ever wants to do that to begin with. So again, struggling with those feelings of, well, why isn't this good enough? Why don't I want this? And it's so sad. And I just think it's so interesting for him to look at it from this outsider perspective and be like, oh, I only ever give her attention when she cries. And I'm not doing it because I genuinely mean it. I'm doing it because I don't want her to cry.
I think I also need to point out, Taryn needed a therapist in order to realize what he was doing was fucked up and wrong. He needed a third party to realize that, oh, what I'm doing this is not working. So, yeah. Poor boy had a lot of problems to work through.
And he's still working through them. But actually, the last time we touched that one was around that spot. We haven't actually seen the results of that teaching yet. He may not have learned it quite yet. He may still be struggling with it.
No!
Like, I think it's interesting that he has to learn, be like, oh, I love her with all of my being. I need to learn to show her that. Like, sexual stuff, because of what happened in their past, is going to be so hard for them. I think even kissing her in a more intimate way would be a struggle for them, just because of the way they've done affection up to this point.
It's so sad. I want happy AUs. Or Canon. Canon is happy. Let's go to Canon. Oh, but
and
it's over midnight. I need to yes, finish. Yes.
and that's why it's so interesting to see that. And that's another thing, though, is that Charlie even comes out and says that Taryn had a son and she needed to care about him too. And I think that's really sweet that Charlie would look at them as a unit. That if she wanted Taryn, she needed to accept his son too. Because even Taryn's like, I don't expect you to take care of my kid. He's my kid. He's my responsibility. And she's like, but if I want to be with you, that's not fair. If I want to be with you, he comes with you.
Oh, Nathaniel, I miss my fox baby.
I actually wouldn't mind picking that one back up again and seeing where things go and seeing how Taryn tries implementing these teachings. Because, and that's the one of the AUs where Taryn was mean to her for the vast majority of the time she was there. And, now that I think about it, that was the one where she confessed her love to him. She actually came out and said that I did want to feel those things, but I know we were acting. And that's when the, quote, one night stand happened. So imagine how that feels to come out and blatantly say, yes, I do want those things from you. I really care about you. I do want those things. But I don't think you feel that way about me. You were acting. And what does he do? He says, yeah, I was acting, but I'm not acting right now. And then when those things happen, he distances himself away from her. So
asshole,
knowing that she's in love with him, and it's almost like he took advantage of her. You don't even know if he really fell in love with her because of how things happened. I don't even know. That's a good question, Rosa.
Ass. He was such an ass.
That doesn't answer my question.
What? What's question?
I said, I actually don't know myself. Because she did come out and say that she was in love with him. And that was one of the last quote moments they had before the big mission where that season concludes. Before they picked up the thing with Nathaniel. So that was actually, she confessed her love to him before he came back. And he knew about it. Did he even accept her feelings for him? Or did he actually take advantage of her that night when he distanced himself from her the next day?
How do I put this? If he had been stronger, he would have stayed with her. But he just couldn't do it. He wanted to stay with her, but he just couldn't. When in the end, when it was all said and done, after they had saved his mother, after Bram was there, he.
Oh yeah. I know.
Well, it's not even a matter of him going back to the place with her again. They still kept in contact with letters. He could have done literally anything about it.
It's so hard to explain. Oh my god! It all ties up with how he grew up in this AU, how he sees people, how he has a hard time dealing with anything, really. That's one of the reasons why he's such a liar. He has a hard time dealing with things, with hard decisions, and with anything. So just it's complicated.
That's not answering my question.
I know it's complicated, but he did not take advantage of her. No.
Then what was it? You don't just do those things for no reason. At least not with Charlie. If he wasn't taking advantage of her for his own sexual pleasure, then what was it?
He cares for her. He really does care for her. Or if he didn't care for her, he would never, ever have come back for her.
But that was the last. Yes, but again, he completely, I guess, ignored that the night happened. Like a one-night stand.
because he has a hard time dealing with situations. He didn't know how to handle that. And how do you... They were
ask a question, really.
They were basically going... He didn't know if they were gonna survive that day. After that night, he didn't know if they would survive. So he could handle that fate better if he didn't have ties to her. If he lost her that day, it would be easier on him if he didn't, like... it's so hard to explain! God damn it. I need to write this down whenever... Remind me tomorrow, because I need to write this down. Oh god. My brain is all fog, and all mush, and all potato mash, and yay, I'm done with this. Oh, it's past midnight. Oh my god, my brain.
Well, it's just... I get that. I mean, for the way it sounds, the things that happened that night, it was one of two things. He even fell in love and acted on those emotions and didn't know how to react to those emotions the next day, and thus distanced himself because that was easier.
Pretty much.
Or was he fulfilling her, like, again, they could have died that day. Was it more so him giving her last wish?
Nope.
So, but then why ignore the emotions afterwards? I get it. It's still messed up, but I get it. But then why, when it's all said and done, do absolutely nothing about it?
Because that's just how he has done with everything else up till now. He doesn't deal well with situations like this. That's just how he rolls. Western Terran is an annoying bastard. Oh god! Oh, bless you! Oh my god, I was not prepared. Oh my god.
I definitely look forward to asking you about this tomorrow, because I'm sure when you actually make coherent sentences, you'll actually make it make much more sense than it does.
I will go to bed. It's okay, guys. I will go to bed. It's okay.
Kat, it's not that I think what you're saying is a bad idea, but I might be thinking it loudly.
All I can say is that Terran in Western made a lot of bad choices. Even though...
That's the one where he actually threatened to end Charlie's life.
And where he gave her a blue eye.
Black-eyed ear.
Oh yeah, fuck. In Swedish it's blå tira. It's blue tira. I don't know what tira is in English. Oh my god.
Actually, that was a really sad one, because, like, Taryn, actually made fun of her and bullied her a lot in that one. And, like, threatened to end her life. He told her if she ever stepped up to him again, he would stomp her head in. And one day she does. One day she gets sick of it and turns around and tells him, fine, go ahead, kill me. I'm sick of it. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. And I think it just kind of hits him in a hard place when he realizes that she was absolutely sure that he would try and take her life.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop the stream now, and next time I will stream when I'm not so tired. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Whee! Sorry. Bless you. Good night, everybody.
Wicked Mermaid, Kate, I love you dearly, but somebody gag her so Rosa can sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. You know, I'm just going to keep her up outside of the stream. I hope you guys knew this.
Oh my god, help me.